WCA, the biggest tournament of all time. $100,000 on the line, and we're playing the entire playoffs today until the grand final, which is of course tomorrow, where the winner gets the biggest prize of all time, 50,000 euros, and of course he will be named the world champion for at least 1 year. My name is Neo, I'm of course part of Back to Warcraft. Remo will join me in a second, and it's so cool to see 200 people already. Thank you for getting up early, staying up late, whatever. This is actually the first day that I got a huge echo on these headphones. This is actually the first day that we arrive on time. The technique is set up. Once again, a big shout out to Azubu, who are saving this event for us. It's awesome. So the first match of today is going to be Warchief Rich versus 120, loser bracket round 1. It's going to be Undead versus Night Elf, and of course the European champion is taking on the Undead Hope, the new star on the rise, who was a bit disappointing in the past couple of days. So he didn't beat Fly, he didn't beat Yumiko, he was crushed by Yumiko and Fly like this. He was the number 1 of the Net East ladder for such a long time, but his offline performance so far not really promising. We are in game, we are waiting for 120, and for the first time we can see the chat here. It's awesome. Yeah, we can read the chat now, so it's very good. And Remo's gonna join me here.
Good morning, fine folks. Early to rise, early to shine. WCA Grand Final Day number 3 is upon us, and we're only minutes away from our first match of Rich versus 120.
Let's take a look at the lower bracket, the first games we're going to see today here. As we mentioned before, 120 versus Warchief, the new Undead Star, versus the European champion who beat Moon 2-0, who had a pretty easy time in his group stages, but that was all Night Elf Mirror, and we know that the Night Elf Mirror is one of his best matchups, but now he's facing an Undead, and his matchup against Undead is spectacular as well.
Yeah, he feels very confident against Undead. Of course, his win rate is pretty exceptional against them, right?
Well, let me check my sheets here. Ta-da! Against Undead, oh, it's actually pretty bad. It's 4-6, but it's only 10 games, and I think most of them are against Czechy. Let's see, where did he lose it? He lost 1-2 against Ente in the Zodiac Dream League, and he lost 0-2 against WFZ in the WCA. These statistics does not include Jara Cups, for example. So his matchups against Undead is pretty spectacular, I can tell you that.
And yeah, he feels very strong. I talked to him yesterday on the bus on the way back to the hotel, and he said, as long as I don't face humans, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win everything.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we can take a look at the winner bracket. He will meet the loser of Fly versus TH. So if TH wins, he will meet Fly, who is doing really well this year so far. But we said this last year about Fly as well, and then at day number 3, he completely fell apart.
Yeah. It has always been his issue, like, I don't know, 10 years now or something, or close to 10 years. He is inconsistent. If he has a good day, many players agree he is the best player in the world. But oftentimes, he doesn't have that good day. And can he finally stay stable? Can he... Yeah, dude, don't show me to keep talking when I'm talking, please. Finally, is this gonna be the tournament where he can actually stay on top level throughout the entire time? Fly, I don't think, has ever won a major title. This would be a major title. This would in fact be the major title. More than $50,000 is what's gonna be in store for the first place.
Well, excuse me, I have to correct you there, but Fly of course won the PGL 4 in 2009, which is a pretty big deal.
Okay, was that a global?
No, but the biggest competition in China.
Okay. So yeah, that is a big title, but I guess on the global stage he still has something left unfinished. Something he wants to take home. By the way, Last Refuge will be our first map, if that is in fact correct. I don't know if the map maybe has to be changed, but it looks like it's gonna be Last Refuge. And Rich is already in the game. We're waiting on Tara on 120.
the best day in years to be a Warcraft fan. Of course, we had awesome days at, for example, the WCG, but at those competitions we only saw a glimpse of all the matches that happened. Today we will see each and every single match happening here. 9 in a row, the entire playoffs until the grand final, which will happen tomorrow.
Exactly. We will, at the end of the day, we will know the 2 best players in the world. We will know one of the
still 8 players in this tournament. 3 of them are non-Chinese. Of course, Warchief Rich, who will play 120 here. Then we have Yoz, who beat Warchief yesterday and beat Focus yesterday in a dominating fashion, but he lost against TH 0-2. Now it's Yumiko, and a lot of the Chinese said Yumiko is the best human mirror player in all of China.
And Yor said this as well when he was standing behind Yumiko and he was watching him play. He said, "This is the best guy ever. Yeah. This is the best Warcraft in the world. It's so impressive." So he felt, it sounded like he was very impressed and he was very humble in the presence of Yumiko. Yeah. But as the day went on, he said, "All right, I saw some tricks of his. I even learned some new stuff, like taking care of your own mana a little bit better, like making quick assessments in the heat of battle, like 4 units around and stuff like that." And now he's feeling confident again. Confidence has never been his weak spot.
That's true.
Confidence always on the side of the German, and he says he can do it. He thinks he can beat anyone, and especially in Human Mirror he sees, obviously, there's no imbalance, and he thinks he can take it even from the very best of them.
Okay, Terra joined the game. Everybody's ready. We are about to start the first match of day number